Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Return starts at the 3. Oh, trying to surprise here to begin the game. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he gets him around 6 there. A.J. Terrell making that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. They send a man in motion. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here's the snap on 4th. He's got Harrison. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On second down, Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught by Burton. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Pass play coming here. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's a throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A-Chain running to the right. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. Juke the defender. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Koo able to put it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's A-Chain running right. And And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll throw on first. Chased out to his right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Into the hands of Pitts. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Room to the right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Going power with the big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Taken in by Harrison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. Down the sideline to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. Will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. And this is going to be caught. Getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Starting at the 10. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Changing things, they're going to throw now. Complete some mustard on that throw to Bijan. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Throw reeled in by London. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons push their lead to 15. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines. That's...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Here's a return from the 7. Here's a reverse. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And the Falcons get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Pitts brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down from the gun. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Koo able to put it through. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 38. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face second down.
Here we go, set.
He'll try and throw it here. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long. Setting up a throw. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of this shotgun, a give to A.J. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Pass play now. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught. He found some space. Racing down the left side. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Starting from the 5. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 23. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Chan, a 1st down carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers trailing in the early going. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Achane on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one's complete to London.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Play action on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. They're throwing it. Finds his target, Robinson.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's got a man left. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings them to 3rd down. Back to throw now. It is caught left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. He'll throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing it just before halftime. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a 1st.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
They give it to him up the middle. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Koo able to put it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Able to hit Palmer, complete. Has some daylight through the 40. The 30. The 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Here come the Buccaneers again, trying for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons Giants get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle, and he's able to manage a couple on that run. Let's go now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he wasn't needed at all in the 1st half, partner. This is going to be his 1st punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's the snap on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. dropping back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw now, third down. He's on the move. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Second and 13. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buying some time left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. To throw it on 1st down. Flush down out to his left. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Broke through the tackle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark 48.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. They've got a man in motion. Handoff for Robinson, running right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards on the run, and we're at the end of our third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Falcons football as we start the fourth. They hold a commanding advantage here. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A give, left side. Here's Robinson. Along the sideline inside the 25. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Offense up to the line fast. A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. A-Chain again. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a first. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
A toss now to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
3rd down give to Robinson. He breaks a tackle. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Second and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play coming here. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. He's out in the clear. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting the tight end in motion. Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves him with 3rd and 10. They go play action here. Pass taken in by Burton. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Koo able to put it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again. And the Falcons are going to take over after the interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his...
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it place to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw left side, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Back now, pressure on its way. He sends this one to the end zone. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. From the red zone now. Wiley hauls it in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Running with A.J. and out of the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's cut beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Achan finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Another two-point conversion attempt upcoming from the Buccaneers. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The defense takes its third and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on second down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Menu narration option is set to off.